Thank you, Jaco, very much for joining us for the second edition of Talking UN. And my first question to you would be, what makes UNDP in Uzbekistan stand out from among other agencies working in Uzbekistan? What makes UNDP different?
Well, UNDP has been in Uzbekistan for nearly 20 years now, and we have a presence in about 167 countries. But Uzbekistan obviously is an important partner for us in a number of reasons, a number of ways. The main focus of UNDP throughout the world is to promote sustainable development and development initiatives for countries. And in Uzbekistan, we have been specifically engaged in helping with the transition over the last 20 years and also supporting the government, but also civil society and in general the people of Uzbekistan through a number of development initiatives. Our primary focus is mostly on building the capacity of organizations, institutions and the government to support development initiatives. But we also work on a number of thematic areas, specifically in three areas. We work in support of deepening democratic reform and democratic governance. We work secondly in the area of economic development and providing economic opportunities and development opportunities for the people in Uzbekistan. And the third central focus for us is in the area of energy and environment, which is a very important area for ensuring sustainable development. Obviously, these three areas we see as interlinked, and any society or any nation needs to work on these three in an integrated way to ensure that they have a prosperous and developing country in any part of the world. Having said that, we also have a number of thematic areas such as support for women, the support for in the health sector for people living with HIV/AIDS and tuberculosis, and these areas obviously are also supported for development and addressing the needs of people at all levels.
One of the things strongly stated in the UNDP agenda for Uzbekistan is a strong parliament. And what is your take on the results achieved so far in this area?
UNDP believes, and we have seen through experience in working with a number of parliaments throughout the world, that a strong parliament is very important for having an open and a democratic society. And that's why when we were invited last year to work with the parliament and with both chambers of the Majlis, that we really enhance and really try to embrace this opportunity. Also to work with the Parliament was very important for us on a number of areas, and currently we support the Parliament through trainings to build the capacity of certain people working in the Parliament, but also, which we think is very important, through other initiatives such as helping the Parliament to communicate its message better to the people and to society in general. So a number of media centers has been established where the Parliament can showcase their work and also better explain to the society and to the people what are their roles and what are they doing on a day-to-day basis. We also help them with a number of areas in terms of providing technology and also just general IT services, information technology services that they can use throughout the Parliament in communicating their message better. But it's really a very central part of our governance work, and it's a very important area that we're proud of and working with the government also to enhance the deepening of democratic reforms, which was very much emphasized over the last couple of years.
Among other things that UNDP works in Uzbekistan to support development is the support that it's giving to the development of small and medium-sized businesses and enterprises. And tell us a little bit about the UNDP's role and assistance in supporting this particular aspect in society in Uzbekistan.
UNDP has learned, again, through all the areas that we work in, that a strong government, a strong civil society, and a strong business sector, all three of these areas need to be well established in a society to ensure healthy development and to ensure the prosperity of people at all levels. And that's why I think working with the business sector has become a central focus of the support that we also provide to the government and to the people of Uzbekistan. For instance, we work with the Chamber of Commerce through a very innovative way of strengthening small businesses and also in entrepreneurship, where people can learn about how to do new innovative businesses and also promote economic development in that way. One of the areas that we have seen that was very successful is the establishment of business facilitation centers. And these are established throughout the regions, and what they basically offer is services to people who are interested in establishing new businesses, help them with advisory services, help them with specific day-to-day activities to get registers, for instance, their businesses, but then also help in general to enhance the opportunities for businesses to flourish. We think this is really important also in terms of long-term development for the country. At the same time, we also want to promote new and innovative entrepreneurship and provide opportunities for people to look at new opportunities that might become available. At the same time, we had previous projects and continue to work, for instance, with the government on working in the microfinance sector, which is very important to be strong so that they can also provide loans and opportunities and funding for small businesses and people who work and want to establish businesses. So these areas combined, I think, are very important, but we can also see that the opportunities for businesses are starting to increase here in Uzbekistan, which is very important, and we think also for the long-term development important for the people of Uzbekistan to benefit from.
Working with communities is quite important for in the context of development, and can you tell us about that particular cooperation that you have with local communities?
UNDP obviously as a development agency has a focus on working with communities and also at the grassroots level, because we feel that development is not only a one-way coming from the central government down, but also support bases where communities have to identify their needs and also address those needs through a number of activities and ways of implementing these areas. So development at the community level or through the mahallas here in Uzbekistan is really a central focus of our work and of our efforts as well. For instance, we have worked on establishing one-stop shop centers in communities and in the regions, in the Hokimiats, where people can come and get social services. For instance, they can get their children registered, they can get social welfare benefits for children up to 18 years, they can get other general services which they can help and support them also. And this is done through a one window area where they don't have to go to a number of services and takes a long time. To provide services for people at the local community and at the grassroots level. This initiative has been so important to the government that they actually through a Cabinet of Ministers declaration or decree have actually requested that these services be offered by 2013 in all the districts in Uzbekistan, which I think shows also that they value this type of initiatives and also what it has contributed to the communities. In addition, UNDP has had a very strong project in working in area-based development and also working through the enhancement of living standards with mahallas and other communities. For instance, we have worked directly with about 600,000 people through these community-based development initiatives, providing better services in terms of water, in electricity and gas energy support, but also in the health sector. And all of these projects have really worked at the local community to also help address the development needs of people in those communities. We continue to think that this is a central area of work and also that communities should identify their development needs and also have opportunities to address those at all levels throughout any society.
The timeline set for the achievement of Millennium Development Goals is not so far away now. It's 2015. How do you see the cooperation of UNDP with Uzbekistan beyond that timeline, or what are the priority areas that you're focusing on from now on?
I think the importance that the Millennium Development Goals have to any society and also to Uzbekistan is very clear. We found it very encouraging that the President went to the MDG summit in New York to also show the commitment that Uzbekistan has to achieving these development goals. And that's obviously an important part of our work as well, and what we try to implement also as a UN family in those areas. And we obviously believe that this is something that we should support and continue to support the government action plan in terms of how they are going to accomplish the MDGs and also how that will work in the next 3-4 years in terms of achieving those aspects. However, that's not where the development aspect of any society will end. And we will continue to work with the government through a number of initiatives and other areas as well, including the areas of deepening the democratic reform and the support to civil society that the President has outlined, but also other initiatives that have been identified by the people of Uzbekistan as well as the government in terms of important areas for us to work in. And we hope that through those offers and the services and the support that we provide, that not only Uzbekistan can flourish, but also the people can benefit from these development initiatives.
Jaco Cilliers, UNDP Deputy Resident Representative, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.